far side, please. Thank you.
Congratulations, Ange. It just felt like a night when everything went to plan, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the players were outstanding. They're well prepared tonight. The staff did a great job in sort of making sure the boys were really clear about what we needed to do, and they executed it perfectly. It's as well. It's been well chronicled over the last few days. It's a difficult place to come to. They've got a really imposing home record, not just with wins but with goals. And I thought the lads just handled it really well, as they have throughout this sort of European campaign, particularly the knockout stages. And credit to them. I thought they did an outstanding job.
Gail.
Praise the players there, but how proud are you, after everything you've gone through this season, to be leading this side out in a Europa League final?
Yeah, look, I guess it's a great opportunity. It's kind of fourth year in European football. There are plenty of people who've been in European football for a lot longer than I have. They haven't got to a final, so you kind of understand that it's something that you need to kind of appreciate, and I certainly do that. I haven't really thought a lot about it because obviously the focus is on tonight, but more importantly, just really sort of pleased for the players and the staff, and particularly our supporters. There's a few hundred here tonight who sure will remember this night, and thousands back home who we've given them some real hope and something to dream about, that we can do something special this year.
Well, and congratulations. Can I get your reaction to just getting United in the final? Obviously an all-English game. The stakes are high. Obviously both of you have struggled domestically this season, but it's a chance to win the trophy and get back into the Champions League as well. Yeah,
well, that's going to upset a lot of people, isn't it? There'll be debates now raging. I've heard the latest one is that neither of us will be able to get a trophy if we win. We're just going to take a team photo because we're not worthy. I mean, who cares if we're struggling in the league? Why is that important? If it's so easy to get to a final, then why doesn't everyone who finishes in the top three do it? I mean, it's a separate thing. It's got nothing to do with league form. We understand our league form hasn't been great. We understand the struggles we've had. And a lot of them are because of the situation we've been in. But how that diminishes the achievement of getting to a final. Like I said, this club and others have finished, in first, second or third in the Premier League, or, and haven't made finals. So, why should that be diminished? I couldn't care less who's struggling, who's not. It's going to be, I think both us and Manchester United have earned the right to be there. I think we've probably beaten teams that will be in the Champions League next year on our road to getting there. So looking forward to it. Should be a great game.
Tom.
And we know how much you love free-flowing football and attacking teams. But how much satisfaction do you take from tonight, the kind of resilience and organisation, gutsiness?
Mate, I love winning. That's all I've done my whole career. People are dismissive of it, that's fine, but I love winning, and I love the way the boys, like I said, clearly understood what we needed to do tonight. The key thing for us is not to allow them to get any sort of rhythm in their game. They like to play at a quick tempo because they're used to the surface. They take advantage of the opposition being uncertain on it. But I thought our press was just outstanding, and that we never allowed them really to get into our half with any sort of clean possession. And it's a credit to the boys that they understood what the sort of task was tonight, and then we still had the quality to score the goals we did.
Matt.
United have constantly said that this competition won't save their season. The managers said it and players have said it. Would it save Tottenham's season? Is it different for Tottenham?
Why do I care what Man United think? Why is that relevant to me? So ask the Manchester United manager why he says that. Me, I've said all along that this is important. Now,
what does it mean for yours? What does it mean for Tottenham's season then?
Well, to be fair, you know better than me. You follow this club probably more than I have. What do you think a trophy would do for this club? Exactly right. So the question answers itself. It's like it doesn't need me to. But you know what? What's happening right now is that people are fearing that it actually might happen. And because it might happen, let's see how we can tear it down somehow, diminish it somehow by saying that it's been a poor season and it's, we don't deserve this or we don't deserve that, or somehow comparing us to Manchester United. Maybe if we had Manchester United's success, maybe I'd have a different view. But I came into this role, like you said, you know better than me. I could have been sitting here exactly the same time in 5th position. And I guarantee you that the commentary around me would be, well, that's great, Ange, but this club needs to win something. That's exactly what everyone would be saying. So, of course it's massive. Of course it is. Because you have to frame it against what, this club has been through over the last 15, 20 years, what the supporters have been through. Man United have got their own, journey to go on, and maybe if they go 15 years without winning something, they'll change their perspective on things as well.
Jacob.
United obviously a team that kind of have a knack of winning trophies in the last couple of years, but when you see the kind of professionalism and resilience that your team have shown in the away games in Europe, do you see that they're ready mentally for this final?
Look, it's, again, sort of a final's a kind of unique sort of standalone game. It's, it's a bit different to everything that you do in the build-up to it. So, but if you're talking about resilience and adversity, this group of players has had it in bucket loads this year. We're still dealing with it. We're losing players, key players, and yet, they've still found a way to stick together, to believe in what we're doing, and that gives me the belief that the challenge we have of trying to overcome a sort of tough opponent in a massive game. I know the lads have got it within them to rise to that.
George.
Hi, Ange. Many congratulations. You've spoken many times about growing up and watching English football, and in particular European finals with your dad. What do you think your dad would have made of his son being happy in a European final?
Yeah, look, I mean, I don't know, there will be a time when I reflect on all this stuff, but, it's just, I got friends who I grew up with who are now, they're probably booking tickets to Bilbao that, for all intents and purposes, I'll be on the touchline, but almost with the imposter syndrome, I should be in the stands with them, because that's where I've come from. But it's it's my 4th year in European football, and I get the opportunity to lead a team out in a European final. I think that's it's something I will look back on, but I'd rather look back on it fondly with a positive memory on the day. But yeah, not just my dad, my family. My wife was amongst the few hundred here today, cheering on with the away end, and credit to her. And 2 boys, it was a school night, but I promised them a trip to Bilbao if we got through. So there's so many people that who take the knocks and feel it more than I do. I'm sure they're proud of me tonight, but more importantly, I'm just pleased I can always give back to them who made the most sacrifices.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.